Why do men ignore women?
Men these days know how to cook, know how to clean, have a good job. They really don't need a woman.
I really need someone to help me understand why dating in your 20s, this generation, is so hard.
Nobody is really in a space where they can date. Broken hearts walking everywhere.
Ladies, don't entertain or stay with a man who asks you, what do you bring to the table?
I think I might be the red flag and I didn't even know this.
Men are tired of being reduced down to what they can provide and being reduced down to just a paycheck. Men are tired of being told that they're...
Men are tired of everything. The burden that they carry is a heavy one to handle. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
So I disagree. I love a nice guy and a guy who makes the effort. I think when you're younger, you know, we want the bad guy, you know, the bad boy and whatever. We run after the guys who don't treat us well. At my age now, I want a man who treats me well. If the man is not making an effort and he's like taking 3 days to text back, or he's just like unresponsive, or I'm moving on to the next one. I guess I'm a simp too for the right guy. So I want someone who's going to make the same effort that I do and give as much love as I do. So nice guys, holla.
You heard her loud and clear. When she was younger, she was chasing the bad boys, the guys who were breaking her heart, keeping her on an emotional roller coaster. She loved the thrill back then, but now that she's older, the excitement isn't enough anymore. She's tired of the games, the drama, and the uncertainty. Now, she's on the lookout for the nice guy, the one who's going to treat her right, give her the stability and care she craves. What she fails to understand is that these men aren't just waiting around anymore.
I had a man who I thought was the one because he would write me little love letters in the morning before work. Right. He would do all the sweet stuff. But he was too much of a simp. Where he's like, I would get scared of you. When you get mad, like, I'm not gonna front, I don't really like your attitude. And I'm like, yo, I'm not putting you down like a fucking piece of shit. Like, I'm mad. So I'm like, yo, I talk like this, and I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm a little mad, you know? And he's like, nah, whoa, I don't like that.
You need help.
Even the idea that men need women, men do not need women. Men do not. Jesus did not get married. He did not have kids. He didn't do it. Some of the greatest saints did not get married and they did not have kids. Women should not be rewarded with marriage unless they deserve it. They should not be rewarded with men's time and attention. And guys, we have these women running around like brats. I just saw a woman have a grown woman have a full-blown temper tantrum in an airport. I swear, we both missed our flight. I missed my flight and so did she. And this woman just got on her back and started screaming. This was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Soon to be single, I'm living a hell life because things are tough for me. Now she's revealing her true colors. I don't need women. I'm single, happy, and have plenty money. Been there, done that too many times. I have no interest in relationships or having kids. Peace is priceless. Have had a wife. She cheats after I gave her all. Now I'm alone and more happy and enjoying life. Can do what I want without shit. I do agree that women need to earn marriage from men. It should not just be given. It's important that women prove their worth before you marry them, because marriage is one of the biggest decisions a man can make. It's a decision that can either improve your life or completely destroy it. The wrong partner can drain you emotionally, financially, and mentally, while the right one can elevate your life and help you grow. These days, many men have backed away from the idea of marriage because they no longer see the benefits. Too often, the risks far outweigh the rewards, with men feeling like they're entering a contract that's heavily one-sided. From alimony to the emotional toll of a bad relationship, men have seen countless examples of how a marriage can turn into a nightmare. Women need to show they bring something meaningful to the table, beyond just wanting the security of marriage.
Mom! Put me back! I wake up every morning, I work, I have bills, I'm too big for the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. This sucks!
Stop! You need help.
I just want to say it's okay if you've never had a boyfriend before. I am 23 and I have never had a boyfriend. I've been on like 3 first dates and that's it. So don't worry. We have time, guys. We're young. Or even if you're old, whatever. Because honestly, if I don't find a guy that improves my life and makes it better, then I just won't find a guy. I will be single forever. I am not kidding. I'm not afraid. I'm a little afraid. But seriously, if they don't improve my life, I will not be dating. I don't care. Man, we don't need you anymore. Just kidding. Love you. Some of you. Anyway, don't feel bad.
We don't feel bad at all. But you are correct, madam. If that's solely what you're aiming for, you will be single forever. You should be focusing on improving your own life first, becoming the best version of yourself, rather than just expecting someone else to come in and fix everything. A relationship should be an enhancement, not a solution to your problems. The person you're dating should be adding value to your life, not becoming the foundation of your happiness or security. If you can't build that foundation for yourself, then you shouldn't expect someone else to provide it for you.
Men these days
What do you mean by that?
know how to cook, know how to clean, have a good job, and know how to take care of themselves. They really don't need a woman. They like to have women around.
She's got a point.
She's making a lot of sense. Since a man can do all of that, what can a woman bring to the table?
That's a great question.
So you as a woman have to bring something to the table other than sex.
You can't make it up.
A lot of women say, I bring peace. He has his own peace. You're going to have to bring more than that than peace.
I had a dog and his name was Bingo.
You have to bring loyalty, trust, understanding, communication. Help him up when he is down.
The worst thing a man does on a date is going in with the mindset that he is auditioning for her. I've been single for 5 years, drama-free, headache-free, and stress-free, and I don't need a woman really for anything. God has blessed me with 2 good hands. Good women bring more of those things you have as a man, and also those things you lack. I had a dog, and his name was Bingo. There's no need to prove nothing to a woman or compete for her. If she's the one, I'll know it because you'll be at peace and she'll be looking out also for you.
I want to get married, absolutely. But not if I have to do anything in my life even a little bit differently. I don't want to, I don't want to like prioritize like somebody like over any of my like professional or personal goals. Like I don't, want to like have to like deal with that. I'm just like busy. I'm like busy. So, but yeah, I'd love to get, I'd love to get married and not at all.
Then marriage isn't what you're looking for, madam. If you aren't able to compromise and still want everything your way, your life exactly as it is, without any adjustments, then I suggest you don't get into marriage and ruin a good man's life. Marriage requires give and take, and it's about building something together, not holding on to your individual lifestyle without making room for someone else. If you're not willing to share your life and grow with another person, then you're setting up both yourself and your partner for frustration.
I love those guys who are like, I look so ugly today. Why does no girl like me? But I'm so nice. I think you forgot you're a pick-me boy.
Ladies, don't entertain or stay with a man who asks you, what do you bring to the table? To me, it's like asking, why should I choose you? Why should I stay with you? Why you? And that just shows me that you lack the emotional intelligence, that you're not capable of seeing or understanding through my actions and behaviors how I can add value to your life. And so if staying with you is a test of whether I'm fulfilling your requirements or up to your standards, then I'm failing right then and there, because an emotionally intelligent man doesn't need to test a woman he knows is going to pass with flying colors. And what is known doesn't have to be said. And for me, it's just an indication that you have some sort of insecurity, that you're jaded, and that you just have some work to do. And I'm not going to be there by your side to do the work with you, because I've learned that we're not here to save anyone at our own expense, at our own happiness, mental health, and overall well-being.
How about if you have a home and have your own money and you start dating a broke man? Would you like to know what he brings to the table? Don't like when you are asked the same questions, do you? The double standard hypocrisy is why men have gone their own way. Basically, with all this explanation she's doing, she's saying that she brings nothing to the table. If a woman cannot articulate what values she has and what she can contribute to a man's life, it's a red flag. Women like that come into relationships and just carry their expectation with them. If a woman is unable to express her unique qualities or contributions, it indicates a lack of self-awareness or seriousness about the relationship. It's not enough to simply show up and expect the other person to fill in the gaps.
Are men unattracted to independent women? I was talking to my guy friend the other day. We're talking about just like independent women. I was telling him how one of my girlfriends, she's super independent. She does X, Y, and Z by herself. She's like such a bad bitch. And she doesn't need really anyone to count on. And he goes, let me guess. I bet you she is single. To that, I'm like, why? He's like, well, historically, men have always been, the caregiver. Like, they usually have always been that breadwinner, right? Type sort of personality. And he goes, so that's why when women are too independent, they're too masculine and men find them unattractive. To that, I responded and I said, I think it's because 50% of men are average at best, okay? And as a woman raises her bar and, she starts to provide herself that validation, she, does these things for herself and she counts more on herself to become more independent, her bar raises, meaning that the men that can match her at that level are fewer men. And so that is why these more independent women, are typically, I guess, more single based off of what he's saying, because they just haven't found someone to match them at that level yet. Maybe independent women don't like most of the men now.
Men don't go around saying, I'm an independent man. Instead of taking responsibility for being insufferable, they just say, men aren't on their level. Independent woman equals normal adult. What if I say, oh, I'm an independent man? There's fewer women that match my level. These independent women should just get with each other because they are all on the same level. Nah, we ain't scared of them, but most of the time they just loud and obnoxious. Now, if men were out here preaching about being independent, many women would call them sexist and misogynist. What's even more frustrating is that women keep getting these terms mixed up. Being independent doesn't make you masculine. It just means you're a self-sufficient adult. It's not some extraordinary achievement. It's simply the basic expectation of being a grown-up. Being able to take care of yourself, pay your bills, and handle your responsibilities doesn't make you special or set you apart. It's something men and women alike should strive for, but it doesn't need to be glorified as some rare trait. Men aren't scared of independent women. They're turned off by them because they do not have a personality. Some of them.
Does the perfect man exist? Yes, I'm dating him. So you think there's better guys out there? Like, let's be real. No.
Stop getting with broke men.
Stop it! Stop it now!
Oh, but he's really nice to you and he listens? Oh.
The Cheesecake Factory's not a date, but
Oh, he only lives with his parents because he's saving money to buy an apartment. Okay.
Stupid!
He asked you to split the bill, and you agreed.
We have to keep in mind that these are single, unmarried women that's giving advice to other women. They have an issue with everything. They expect a lot but bring little to the relationship. Women like that don't add to a man, they just take. The Cheesecake Factory is absolutely a date. If she doesn't like it, she can leave.
I'm getting absolutely flamed on the comment section of my last video. I made a video talking about texts that men have sent me dating in New York. 2 of the text messages are from guys asking me to Venmo them after dates. I want to make my dating philosophy abundantly clear. I personally think whoever asked, which in all of these cases were men, that I met before in person, should pay after the date. However, I always think that women should do the little reach for their wallet. This is what I always do. I think it's just a nice little dance that men and women play with each other. The woman reaches, the man says, "Oh no, I've got it." I dated in New York for over a year, and I feel like most men are willing to play this dance with me. I haven't felt the need to ask outright. Sometimes they'll swat their hand, tell me to put the wallet away. And I take that as meaning that I'm good. As shown by those texts though, I have had the experience where a guy will request me after a date. But this has only ever happened if I've expressed to the guy that I'm not interested in seeing them again. Again, this is just my personal philosophy. I'm curious what you guys think.
Would the bear pay? Always go half until you're actually dating someone and then take it in turns. They get their ego hurt, so it's like revenge. You're not interested, so they want their money back. If the date is expensive and you have no intention of no platonic relationships, you need to pay back. I just don't order anything expensive, especially for a first day when I know I'm not interested. It is absolutely valid if a man wants his money back if you aren't interested in moving forward with him after a date. If he's requesting a Venmo, it's a pretty clear sign that the date did not go well, or you showed him that you have no interest in moving forward. It's not just about the money, it's about principle. A man putting effort, time and money into a date does so with the hope that there's potential for something meaningful. If it becomes obvious that you're not interested or the connection isn't there, then why should he be expected to absorb all the costs? Requesting money back is a way of saying, "I respected your time, but I also want my effort to be respected too." It highlights the imbalance that sometimes occurs when one party shows no genuine interest but still benefits from the date financially. Some might view it as petty, but others see it as standing up for fairness.
I don't think nice guys finish last.
No. I think nice guys win at a certain time and at a certain age.
Yeah.
And I don't think that there's a set age on that. I don't think it's like 28, nice guys start. I think it takes the nice guy with a good foundation and then meeting a girl at that time who's like, I'm looking for certain qualities for the rest of my life. Also, I think a lot of fuckboys, so to speak, turn into really nice guys. They can, like, I think anything can happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think good girls are hard to come by or nice guys finish last. I think it's like the perfect combination of timing, and then it can work.
Nice guys don't win at anything. They only get scraps of what's left. Often they're left to deal with the trauma, baggage and emotional damage that others have accumulated. They're the ones who end up picking up the pieces after someone else has used up their patience and emotional reserves. While they're busy being kind and supportive, they frequently encounter people who are emotionally unavailable or damaged from past relationships. Nice guys put in the effort, but sometimes that effort is overshadowed by the emotional scars of those they try to help. They find themselves in relationships where they're expected to heal and fix someone who's already been through the ringer without getting the appreciation or reciprocation they deserve.